What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to see where Angel and Kyo stack up on the tier list. And I don't think it really comes to anybody's surprise that these characters are going to be top tier. As we all know, when it comes to Copas, new characters just get stronger and stronger and stronger, and these two characters are no exception. But I also want to be giving you guys a preview as to what I'm doing as far as the KOF tier list. Now, when it comes to tier list, guys, this is just my opinion of who I think is the best characters, and I have changed the way that I look at characters and how good they are in the game. So I'll go ahead and bring it up for you guys right now, which is right here. And this is the tier list. Now it looks pretty similar. You guys can see that we got some extra columns here. And these columns are actually going to show whether the character has dot explosion or whether they have a certain dot effect. So what I've done here to try to simplify this as much as possible is obviously, you guys can see down here, there's two different pages. If you click on sheet 4, and it actually tells you what these icons and backgrounds are. So the regular backgrounds are just regular dots. They're not dot explosions or anything like that. And then I have these little blobs here that actually are the explosion versions of these dots. So if you see this icon here, that means the character has bleed explosion. If you see this icon here, poison explosion, shock explosion, darkness explosion, and so on and so on and so on. If they only have starlight and they don't have explosion, then they would have this icon in the background. If they only have poison and no explosion, then they had this in the background. Now, I haven't finished this thing yet, guys. As you can see, there's quite a few characters that I have not put those icons on. This is going to take me quite a while to do, and the truth is I still need to adjust for Rugal and Orochi. Now, these are the first two characters that I want to talk about because they really have made an insane splash in the game because they now have EX skills available, and also Leona as well. Let me see if I can find Leona here. This version of Leona also has made an insane impression, so I'll be adjusting her as well. All three of these characters, because they have 5.5 times explosion, it has just changed them. So I'm going to give you guys the roundabouts where I believe they're actually going to belong, starting with Rugal. Now, Rugal is a red character, and he's all the way down here. Here's how I feel about it, guys. I think Rugal, in all honesty, because he can go to level 70, you can actually farm for this character in the game, and that's for all three of these characters. He should easily be moved up right below Shizuru. I think he belongs right here. I know Neo Tengu is a better character. But I just think he has more relevance. He's always available. You can take him to level 70. He's just going to push RHD so much better for you guys. And that's really where the relevance lies for this character, right? I mean, all these other characters are awesome, but I just think Rugal, I mean, because of his buffs, he's just better than them as far as just damage output. And that's kind of how I'm looking at the tier list. What character is going to, prove the most relevant in more game modes for you? And who's going to take you further in the game? And Rugal will take you further than these other characters. That is true. Now, Kay here, he's kind of a unique situation because he actually can do some cheekiness in the RHDs with his dot, but it's very tricky to do because he has a shield and he can apply dots to all the characters on the screen. I just feel Rugal on a red team, he's just going to be better, guys. And so let's get into Orochi. Now, Orochi is all the way down here at the number 9, right? And the truth is, guys, now I know that Iori, actually I need to move Iori as well because he just recently got some buffs, but Orochi here, I mean, in my opinion, guys, I think he belongs either right below 0 or right above 0. That's pretty much where I think he belongs. Now, Baiken here is an SS character, and you can farm for SS memories, but because Orochi can go to level 70, because you can farm for him throughout the game, I just think he is really just a better choice for a lot of players out there because he's going to help you push Reviving Hell's Dungeon. Yes, I do think Baiken's a better character, but I do think Orochi is just really necessarily just stronger. He just does more damage in RHD, especially because there's 5.5 times explosion. I really can't stress that enough, but she's going to be better like in other game modes and things like that, and really the same with Zero. I mean, they're just really great characters. Zero's a great shredder meter, so I kind of think that Orochi belongs right below 0 in my humble opinion. And the reason I'm going over all this with you guys today is because I want to get your feedback on where you think these specific characters belong. So we get into Leona here. Now, Leona is way at the bottom and she's going to be moving up a lot. She's going to be moving up a tremendous amount, guys. Leona should absolutely, I mean, in my opinion, guys, I think she belongs definitely above Merlin. Probably, I mean, and the thing is, Kay and Kula got the same little situation where Kula isn't really that strong in the game necessarily, but because she can apply dot to all the characters on the screen because she has a shield, just like Kay here, she's actually really good for RHD as far as cheekiness. But if you got Leona on a blue team, she's going to perform better than Kula, just like Rugal will on a red team. So in that respect, I just think that Leona, because you can farm for her, because you can take her to level 70. I mean, really, guys, I think she belongs above Kula. And I would argue uh, maybe even above Cosme. Let me know in the comments, guys, how you feel about that. Where do you think she belongs? Do you think she would belong under Kula, above Kula? I mean, it's really difficult to really gauge where these characters belong, in my opinion. Now we get into the other characters, which are Kyo and Angel. And obviously, guys, they are in the God tier. And I've switched around Leona and Akuma here, as you guys notice. And I'm still deciding on who to put here. Actually, guys, I'm probably going to slap Ryu up in the God tier. I just think Ryu is a better character than Luke, at least in my opinion. Luke is a time attack god. He does gain you a lot of rubies, and that's valuable. That is extremely awesome for a lot of us. But Ryu is just, I think he's just more relevant throughout the entire game. He has the shock, which is really good for Inferno in Guild Raid. He has the dot that applies to everybody on the screen. He has the shield, the critical hit shield. He can do cheekiness and RHD with this character. I mean, plus he's just super strong with the 5.5 times explosion. I'll probably end up putting him in the God tier. Akuma is definitely stronger than Leona, guys. Even after Leona's buffs, Akuma is still stronger than her, especially at A5. Both these characters go to level 70. So I felt like Akuma, I mean, he's just a better character than Leona, but Leona does offer some insane support buffs. So it really depends on your opinion on which one of these characters you actually think is best. And Leona's shield does work against Omega Rugal. However, against Nightmare Geese, it won't work. So Akuma's immunity actually plays a bigger factor against Nightmare Geese rather than Leona, but Leona plays a bigger factor against Omega as far as her survivability. It's really a matter of perception, guys, on who you think's actually the better character, but Akuma is definitely stronger. He definitely has more damage, so I just kind of weighed it out in that way and just put him on the top. Now, when it comes to the blue, Rugal actually can score more in Guild Raid as long as you're using Leona or Bison with the increased target damage received. He can score more than Chun-Li, but Chun-Li, in my opinion, she can do cheekiness in the RHDs. She has 5.5 times explosion. She has a shield. In my opinion, the character is just more relevant throughout the entire game than Rugal. I think she's more beneficial for all of you. She can go to level 70, just like Rugal can. So that's kind of thing. The thing that really hurts these two characters is the fact that they're EX right now, and there's no way to level them up. In fact, I can make that argument for all of them, but eventually they probably will give them. But they just are insane characters. Even at A3, they're all insane characters. So I just feel like Chun-Li is just a better character overall compared to Rugal. So I did put her all the way on the top. Now, when it comes to the green, I think it goes without saying, guys, that Angel belongs on the top. She is easily probably the second strongest character in the game next to Kyo. I think Kyo is probably the strongest still. All the feedback that I've been getting, he's still the strongest. He still does the most damage, but Angel is definitely, she's right up there. She can put out some serious power thanks to her increase to bleed damage and her dot explosion. I mean, the girl's just freaking insane, along with her shield. She doesn't have as good a survivability as, say, someone like Nameless, but she can solo Omega Guild Raid. She can do extremely well in Nightmare Geese. I mean, the girl's just freaking awesome. Plus, she has the support passive where it increases critical damage by 50% for EX characters. So at A5, she is extremely valuable, and even only at level 90, she increases burn and shock for your other characters that have burn explosion or shock explosion. That's something else that's really nice about the character. So even if you don't have her at A5, she's still a great supporting character. And then we get into Kyo, who is pretty much the Kingdom Come, guys. He's still the strongest character in the game, thanks to the concentration, thanks to the fact that you can reset the first skill over and over and over, especially at A5. He's just a godly character. He does have a shield. I mean, he's a bad mofo, guys, and he does belong on top. He is stronger than all of these other characters. And by the way, guys, whenever you see just the icon, just know, I mean, I think it goes without saying that it just means that the character has burn and only burn explosion. Right? And then with Terry, you see the background, which is Starlight, because he does have Starlight, but then he has Burn Explosion, okay? So that's kind of a way you can gauge this, and I will finish all of this out. I will put all the icons in here for you guys, so you can take a look and see, which characters have certain dots, maybe characters you're looking forward to getting, other than collabs, which, will probably not come back. You're probably not going to have the chance to get them, but the regular original KOF characters, the KOF 15s, you might want to take a look at them and see what kind of dots they have and see if they might be applicable for your account. But I definitely got a lot of work ahead of me, plugging in all these. And guys, let me know again where you think that Rugal, Orochi, Leona, what's your opinion on where they actually belong? And also Iori, I mean, personally, guys, I mean, Iori is better than Athena. He could definitely go up higher. I mean, he's got a nice immunity core. Very, very strong character. He doesn't have explosion, but I do think he definitely belongs to, he definitely needs to go up a notch. Maybe be at 0 because he does have the more relevant dots with the bleed and the poison. Plus he's a great shredder. Plus he's a great time attack character. Maybe him, then Iori, then Orochi, or maybe 0, Orochi, and then Iori. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about where these characters belong, and I'll read all that feedback, and then I'll take it all into consideration as far as, where to put these characters. And let me know what you guys think about this format. I mean, do you like the little icons for the explosion, and then the background idea, showing what kind of dot the characters have? And then obviously, guys, God tier is the strongest characters, and Triple S is the next strongest, and Double S is the next strongest, and so on, and so on, and so on. And again, this is just my opinion of who I think are the strongest characters, who I think are the most relevant characters in the game. So guys, let me know what you think about the new tier list. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.